Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
Enthusiastic English!
Woo! Go, go, go, go, go, go, go, go, go, go, go, go, go, yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range, cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
Enthusiastic English!
Go, go, go, go, go, go, go, go, go, go, go, go, go, go, go, go, go, go, go, go, go, go, go, go, go, go, go, go, go.
Intellectual progress!
Go, go, go, go, go, go, go, go, go, go, go, go, go, go, go, go, go, go. Feel low, you can still go. Go, feel slow, you can still go. Go, there's no hope, you can still go. I never ran so long, I still go.
One teacher,
One English!
So, Rahmat.
thank you, bro.
Hello everyone. Today, a group of English learners of intellectual progress called Enthusiastic English have come to the magnificent ancient town of Khiva, and we are here to make a wonderful trip with our learning group, and we are going to do some activities related to our improving our skills. And so, let's just watch them and have a good time.
Good morning, everybody. Now I'm going to talk about why I'm learning English language and my purposes. First of all, let me introduce myself to you. My name is Sarvanas. I'm 17 years old, and at present I'm a school leaver. I'm going to begin my conversation with why I decided to learn English language. It was happened like this. It was the first time to study English language when I was in 5th grade. And our English teacher was knowledgeable, whose name is Rabia. She asked me something related to English, and I couldn't reply her question because I didn't have any knowledge about it. I stayed quietly. She was really nervous, and she said that you are illiterate. You can't learn anything, especially English language. She said this sentence in interior of all of my classmates. When I heard her, I really wanted to cry, but I was strong, and it's clear that if I did this, all of my classmates loved me. During several days, I could never forget her sentences. It turned in my mind every day, but in an unexpected time, I had an unusual and motivational sense which encouraged me to learn English language and surprise my teacher one day. Later on, I decided to learn English language with help of one of my sisters, who was second course student at university in that time, and she knew everything that was happened with me. I began learning initial knowledge about English language approximately 2 or 3 months. Unfortunately, during my lessons, I had a loss. My father died then, so that I have to suspend my lessons for a while. But regardless of this condition, I tried to learn English language self-dependent. When I was 8th grade at school, my mom got my brother with me to a language center, study center, a famous one in our religion, which is called Intellectual Progress, in order to attend in courses, despite of difficulties. I knew that new study life began to me. During 2 years, I learned English grammar, and by this, I attended some competitions at school. It's important to say that all of us surprised my teacher, but to my way of thinking, it wasn't sufficient for me. So I tried to do my best to get high results in English. And then, when I completed my grammar, my English teacher, whose name is Nauruz Akem, gave me an advice to prepare for IELTS. Then I agreed, but however, some learners said that, do you know that IELTS certificate is an international certificate? So taking that is really difficult, but I've never paid attention to their opinions because my purpose is clear and accomplishing that certificate. I must admit that beginning of this course, it was quite difficult for me, but after a month, it was quite easy for me, a lot of preparation. After 8 months, I took my IELTS exam and got certificate with the score 5.5. But I have to say that it may be lower, but I'm very happy because I've achieved one of my great purposes. I really want to thank my mother and my teachers. My mother really wanted to study me and be a master of English language. She provided me with a financial position despite of her difficulties in her life. I really want to say that my mother is the best, powerful and tolerant mother for me in this world. And my teachers helped me to get this results and catch up with this degree. That's all. Thank you for your attention.
I don't mind walking for long distances, but my house is far from my school, and of course my home is far from the places that I would love to go. And here I'm going to tell you about a long walk which I have ever had, which is very memorable for me. Well, first of all, this happened about 2 years ago when we had a quarantine period. You know that quarantine period is very hard for us because society didn't allow taxi drivers to drive their cars or people to drive their cars, so that we had to walk for a long distance by on foot. And here I'm going to tell you about this walk. Well, firstly, I went to one of my aunt's birthday party to her home. It's very hard for me to go for a long distance, and of course, I went there with my sister. Because at that time I'm 6th grade people, and it's really hard for me, and of course it's dangerous for me to go for a long distance, and I felt very annoyed at that time because it's about 10 kilometers from my home to my grandparents' home. So that I went there with my sister, and it is very hard to go for a long distance because the weather is sunny, because it's one of the sunny days in summer, and of course it is. I can easily say it's an adventure for me because it's the first time that I went for a long distance with my sister, and of course it's very good for my health too.
Hello everybody, my name is Raya. Well, I'd like to talk about a skill that I can teach others. Of course, a lot of capabilities are taught other people, so that I decided to teach my skill other people who my classmates name of capabilities: study, endeavor, tolerant, and also taking knowledge thanks to God. Actually, I learned it I learned it during English lesson study because my teacher gave me a lot of homeworks and also other things, so that I must do. One day I didn't sleep and also I was very tired, so that these statements were very difficult. Nevertheless, I did these things, so that I decided to teach these skills my classmates. Actually, I said that them, if you had entered the university, you must be hard study, and also you must be tolerant and taking knowledge, also other things. Actually, I was very happy because I helped them in the future life. Thank you.
Show me the meaning of being lonely. So many words for the broken heart. It's hard to see in a crimson love. Still not to peace. Walk with me and maybe night or light so soon become wild and free. I can feel the sun. Your every wish will be done. They tell me, show me the meaning of being lonely. This is the feeling I need to walk with. Tell me why I can't be there where you are. There's something missing in my heart. Life goes on as it never ends. I saw stone of several trends. You're never safe, forever guess. If only you to wrong to an endless love, and this love is no control. Are you with me now? Your every wish will be done. They tell me, show me the meaning of being lonely. This is the feeling I need to walk with. Tell me why I can't be there where you are. There's something missing in my heart.
Hi everybody, welcome to today's debate. Today we are going to discuss among the same homework should be banned in two specific groups. First group is we, readers, and the second one is losers. Well, we think that homework shouldn't be banned, and there are so many reasons that homework shouldn't be banned, and we are going to talk about it. Well, first speaker is me. My name is Azada, and the second one is Sarnas. Third one is Akbar. So let's begin. Well, homework shouldn't be banned. There are so many reasons for that. First of all, teachers can see if students understand the materials being taught. Homework allows a teacher to determine if a student has a grasp on materials being taught in the classroom. And of course, tests and school-based activities provide this information as well, but not in the same way. And of course, if the data sticks outside of the educational setting, then this process individualizes for each individual. And of course, if there are gaps in knowledge that occur in the homework assignments, then it leads to new thoughts or ideas to ensure the best possible results for each child. Then another reason is that homework provides more opportunities for students to learn deeper research. First of all, according to the statistics, the average classroom in the United States provides less than 60 minutes of instruction for each subject daily. And of course, generalized teachers in some schools might skip certain subjects on some days as well. If there are homework assignments going at home, then it leads to new thoughts or ideas that may not occur in the classroom environment.
Okay, hello everyone. My group's name is Blizzard, and introduce the group members. First speaker is me, and my name is Ikram. Second speaker is Second My Corporation, and third speaker is Banu. Our debate's topic is what homework should be banned. Why homework should be banned? I think majority of students spend our incredibly lot of time for doing homework, and they are tired and become ill. And then instead of doing homework, we are doing another useful works. For example, helping mother, cleaning the room, and other physical exercise. Today's parents are too busy with their responsibilities and to run families effectively. And they are frequently unable to teach their students. And homework doing not an achievement. Most homeworks create bad habits, and homeworks restrict a student for freedom. And then I don't never do my homework, and I have a lot of free time for vacation and meeting friends. In my opinion, we shouldn't do homework. We should do understand. If you understand the lesson, you needn't do homework.
Home task process requires time management and persistence to be successful. Pupils must learn core of life skills as part of their educational process. And time management abilities are one of the most beneficial tools which can be in a child's existence toolbox. And when we acknowledge how to complete work by a consistent deadline, then the skill can alter to an eventual career. Homework can also teach students how to find out solutions to difficult problems and tap into what they are passionate about in this world. And by learning an early one, that there are jobs that we need to do even if we don't like. Persistence lessons can refine them into real success later on. It's important to say that parents should be more involved in the learning process because of homework. They must know what their children are learning at school. Despite of asking their kids what about it, and it's true that answers tend to be in general this without specific examples. It's challenging to stay involved in the child's education. By sending homework from the school, it allows the entire family to encounter assignments that their children are doing at school, and when they are observing their children during the lesson, there is more about involvement with core ideas and the learning process which were discovered by their kids. So.
While students will quickly start to support the idea that homework banned in schools is a very good thing, but homework is still there, and for those of you who struggle with doing it, we have got an amazing homework solution series. And the reality is that the students have a lot of arguments. Here are just some of the most important arguments that support a nationwide homework ban. Students receive too much homework every semester, and they are left with very little time for themselves. They are experiencing social problems because they are always struggling to get their school's chores done and don't spend much time with their friends and their family. Of course, many students are forced to neglect the love of their life because they are constantly being pressured to do their homework on time. Homework tends to stress students out. Many of these people don't like some of the classes. After all, you can't love every class, yet they are forced to do their homework every week, even though they are absolutely hated. A homework ban would see students work on their favorite topics. They would be able to choose their own assignments. Of course, teachers would still grade them, but students would get the chance to pick what they want to talk about and what they want to write on.
Stop. Tell me, what kind of teachers give a homework? Most homework create a bad habits, and students are tired and becoming. I said that in my. I have no answer. Answer no. Second question to second speaker. What do you think? Why our teacher give us the homework?
I have no question. I have no answer. Sorry.
Because it's a habit. Nowadays it's a habit. So our teacher give us homeworks. I think it's my opinion.
Can you tell me about a bad habit of homeworks?
Yes, I can. If we have a lot of homeworks, we can't imagine or control our time. So it's a bad habit.
Mm-hmm. First speaker. In conclusion, homeworks shouldn't ban it, because homework is a so important thing to prepare exams, and this is a so important thing, and I think homework shouldn't ban it. Thank you.
My question is, first speaker, do you like doing your homeworks?
Yes, I like it very much.
When you're tired of doing homework, have you ever hated it?
No, I haven't been, because I haven't been tired of doing homeworks. I mean that homeworks give me a lot of energy, not feel me tired. So that I never hated doing my homework.
Have you ever had a problem with your homework?
No, I haven't been.
Have you ever punished by your teachers?
No, I haven't been punished, because homeworks are very easy, so that I haven't punished from my teachers.
So homeworks are very easy to you?
Yes, of course.
In conclusion, doing homework can be dangerous for our daily life, because firstly because of too much homework, children can start hating study, and then homework creates pressure on the children. So homework should be banned.
As you can see, you have just seen the result of their debate clubs. So we are going to announce the scores, their scores. The first team, Azada, has scored 8 points. Sarvnas has scored 8 points, the same result, and the last speaker has 7, because he hadn't given the full answer, full conclusion. And this team, Ikram has scored 6 points, and Sakin has read too much and couldn't clarify his opinion, and he has got 5. Banu has got 8 scores, 8 points. So, the first team, what was the name of your?
Leaders.
Leaders
are the winners of today's debate.
Well, hello dear friends, my name is Serif Medina. Well, helping others is very good thing. I like the helping others many times, and also I want to talk about the situation when I helped my friend. When I'm the 8th grade, I helped my friend. His name is Umit. He is really lazy boy, but he's very efficient boy. He really changed the math and physics. I know this kind of lessons are very difficult, and also our teacher and his mother promised to the helping his, and also I agreed this. One day, every day after the school and after the course, I went to his home, and also I helped all the lessons, and also his mother is very kind and also very hand open, and she every day prepared something to eat after the lessons, so that he's very scared to lessons because our exams near, so that he quickly learned all the lessons, all of the lessons. So that I feel myself very emotionally and efficient and smartly. I like the helping others. After my help, he autonomous do his homeworks. Thank you.
Hi everybody, my name is Umide. I'm going to talk about which is my most favorite and interesting city, and it's New York, one of the United States. I like this city since I was a child. I really want to go there because it's very beautiful and one of the most famous cities in the world. And I think it's very unusual and very different city. It's famous for their hotels and big buildings, beautiful streets, and also there are a lot of famous universities. For example, Rockefeller and Columbia universities, they are very popular. And another measure of future New York's popularity is the Statue of Liberty. And there are a lot of interesting and enjoyable films and cartoons. For example, Tom and Jerry. I like this cartoon. I think a lot of people, especially all of people, like this cartoon because it's very enjoyable and very amazing. And I knew about this city when I was watching film. And this film is called Home Alone. In Home Alone, Kevin loses his family and flies to New York. At that time, I also want to go there because Kevin saw and when the places was so beautiful, especially in the New Year. So since I saw this movie, I really want to go there too. And the reason I think New York is very popular and very interesting city to me because there are a lot of places, different places to travel, not only for traveling, also for living or studying and living. And also there are a lot of places to travel.
Hello everybody, my name is Mohabbat, and now I'm going to tell you about my first day at school. It is very enjoyable for me. Now I'm going to tell you about my first school. I have been to 3 schools in my life, but now I want to tell you about one of them, that is 49th school. When I went to the first time my school, I'm very aggregated because the school is very big and there are so many stranger pupils and teachers. And also, it is very. I'm very shy in that time. And what is happened in my first day school? I'm very aggregated and worried because I don't recognize my new classmates and teachers. But some days later, I get along with my classmates. My teacher is very kind to us, and she taught us many things. And if I explain how I felt in that day, I'm very nervous because of my classmates are very rude to me, and so I'm very worried of them. Thank you.
Kır kolum kanadım, almadım, tutunamadım. zor. Yokluğun çok zor, alışamadım. Vur bu akılsız başı duvarlara, taşlara vur sevabını. Sonra affet, gel bas bağrıma, silmedim. İşte kuzu geldim, derince kapandım dizlerine bu kez. Ateşe verdin yaktın geldim, isterim beni ama önce dinle, bak gözlerime inan. Bu defa anladım bunu söyle. Ahmet.
Hello everybody, my name is Kamaradin. I will tell you where I am going. I wanna go to Dubai next year. The reason I go to Dubai because there is so beautiful and wonderful city. Why I decide this country or city? If there are two persons, it will cost $1,500 ticket in Dubai. The people of Dubai are very hospitable because majority of people Dubai are Muslims. Of course, I will go to Dubai by plane because plane is very faster and very comfortable. But plane is very dangerous. I want to visit Dubai with my friends. Their name is Adel and Utker. We are going to stay in Dubai 10 days. Thank you.
Well, my name is Shahisa, and today I'm going to talk about a situation that I had to use foreign language to communicate. Well, there are so many situations in my life which I remember well, but here I would like to talk about a situation that I had to use foreign language to communicate. Actually, I've been learning English for a long time, but I hadn't had any chances to practice English with native speakers. So that, if I'm not mistaken, 3 weeks ago, we went to Samarkand with our classmates to traveling and also to improve our language skills. And that time I was hanging out with my friends. I suddenly saw one tourist who is traveling Khiva, and we want to ask him about Khiva and which country he come from. But honestly, he spoke for us too quickly to catch everything. But after he repeated his words, we finally understood and we spoke with him for a long time. And the first time, I think we communicate with him very well, but firstly we little exhausted, and he told us that we can speak English without fearing, and he told us that, and he supported us. And after he heard these words, I just want to speak with him like native speakers, and he also told that my English level is very well, and I spoke with him like native speaker. Of course, after hearing these words, I felt myself very good and well, and of course my interest in other and this language increased. Thank you very much for your attention.
However, I don't get lost conventionally. I'm going to tell you about getting lost time, which is in the place that I didn't know. That place was another city, and I don't get lost in my town, so that was another city which has lots of places to get lost and which I don't know very well. Last summer I went to that city to see my relatives, and there was a lot of family members of mine. There are lot of places to go, but I decided to choose one, and for entertainment, that are lot of entertainmental places to go, but I decided to choose one that was a building which has 6 floors, and each floors have an entertainmental activities, so that I decided to choose bowling. And we have a lot of funny times we had a lot of funny time. That time we decided to go bowling, and there are lots of entertainmental times. But getting lost happened when we were backing to the home, and I have a lot of feelings about that getting lost, and I got lost accidentally. I have very scared at that time because I don't know the way to the home, and I still remember this event. Thank you.
I've been reading books of old, the legends and the myths, Achilles and his gold, Hercules and his keys, Spider-Man's control, and Batman with his fist. And clearly I don't see myself up on that list, but she said, where you wanna go, how much you wanna risk. I'm not looking for somebody with some superhuman gifts, some superheroes, some fairy tale bliss, just something I can turn to, somebody I can kiss. I want something just like this. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, I want something just like this. Oh, I want something just like this. I've been reading books of old, the legends and the myths, the testaments they told, the moon and its eclipse, and Superman unrolls and stood before he leaves. But I'm not the kind of person that it fits. But she said, where you wanna go, how much you wanna risk. I'm not looking for somebody with some superhuman gifts, some superhero, some fairy tale bliss, just something I can turn to, somebody I can miss. I want something just like this. Just like this. Thank you.
Well, I have seen many buildings with unique design, contemporary as well as conventional, but I would take this opportunity to talk about an impressive and incredibly beautiful building that I saw recently. But I don't think there is a building in my city that you and I admire, and it is a city building of Hilton Hotel, which is in city Tashkent. And recently I was on holiday in Tashkent with my parents, so one day we decided to visit in this hotel and which more like people, and when we decided to visit, and we just got a message from the outside in this hotel. Outside this building does look breathtaking, and by today's standard it would not be considered incredibly tall, and I can't really think about a tall building in my small village. Actually, the building is made with red bricks, but it is still striking among the colorful, and it has a vibrant hotel, and design reflected traditional European. In addition, the interior of this building is even more impressive, and it has a column design. Moreover, how many tourists come to Hilton Hotel, which is located in Tashkent city, and if you come to it at night, you will show it's vibrant and attractive in hotel, and it's just one of the building I like. Thank you.
Hello everyone, thank you having for me. My name is Atabek, and I'm going to be speaking to you today about reasons to learn a new language. The language I'm speaking right now it's way too big, becoming the world's universal language, for better or for worse. Let's face it, is the language on the internet, and it's the internet, the language of finance, the language is for air traffic control of people, music, diplomacy. English is everywhere. Now, Mandarin in China is spoken by more people, but more Chinese people are learning English than English speakers are learning Chinese. Later, I heard there are 24 universities in China right now teaching all in English. English is taking over, and in addition to that, it has been prediction that at the end of the century, almost all of the languages that exist now, there are about 6,000 will no longer be spoken. There will be only be some hundreds left, and on top of that, it has point where instant translation of live speech only not possible, but it gets better everywhere. Thank you for much.
Here I'm gonna talk about a creative person whose work I admire. There are so many creative professionals and creative people in the world. Some people show it in the work, some people show it in the school, but every person can be creative if they want. And here I would like to talk about a creative person that I admire. Her name is Sari, who is a favorite Korean chef, and she really loves to make a different types of the cakes, which is unusual and not the same another chef's cake. And I have known her from the social media. When I seen the videos on the YouTube, I suddenly found her channel and I subscribed her. And her channel has 1 million of viewers, and all of the works are perfectly, and he pay much attention for the every little detail of her work. And I really love her works, and she has got a great personality. Thanks.
Hello, my name is Shahla. But in my hometown, it's a lot of beautiful building. But here I'm going to talk about one of the best building, and I have enjoyed spending my time in the library. The library located city center and near my home, so I go there every day. The library design, camera, exterior and interior are luxury. The library located middle of large garden. The building right angle in shape and outside covered with glasses. Inside of the building isn't visible from the glass. Different from other buildings in this respect. Interior of the apartment is exclusive and decorated and painted bright color. I think most of those who go to there, because I go to there, read book, my mood rise. I don't know how fast time passes when I go to the library, and I don't want to leave. I have enjoyed spending in my time the library is the reason why. I like apartment design. There are many interesting books, and there are very quiet area, so I like.
So many words was a broken heart. It's hard to see, and I crimson love. So hard to breathe. Walk with me, and baby, show me the meaning of being lonely. Is this the feeling I need to walk with? Tell me why I can't be there where you are. There's something missing in my heart. Life goes on and it never ends. Eyes of stone, observe the trends. Every gaze upon me, you to rose to an endless love. There's no control. Are you with me now? You're everywhere. I need to walk with. Tell me why I can't be there where you are. There's something missing in my heart.
Can you tell a tongue twister?
A tongue twister?
Yes.
I can try.
Okay. How many times can you repeat?
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Okay. You wanna play a game with us?
Yes.
Can you tell a tongue twister?
Peter Piper picked a pickled peppers.
Thank you. How many times can you repeat?
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a That's
3 times.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, I heard so many stories in my childhood, and I enjoyed listening to stories from my grandmother. Here, I would like to talk about my favorite childhood story of a farmer who teaches his sons the lesson of unity. One day, I fought with my brother, and that time my grandmother told us this story. There was a farmer who had 4 sons and always quarreled with each other. The farmer was worried about it, so to give them the lesson, he brought some sticks and gave to everyone and asked them to break them. All sons did it in no time. After that, the farmer gave every son a bunch of sticks and told them to break them. Now this time no one could do. Then the farmer said, Dear sons, if you will remain together, no one can harm you. Otherwise, you will break like this broken sticks. Listening to this story, we realized our mistake, just like the sons of a farmer, and felt sorry. I admitted listening to this story brought a huge change in our behavior and developed our relationship better. I still remember this story and the moral it gave to us because I can relate it to myself and at that time. Overall, this is my favorite story that I heard and still remember.
Hello everyone, my name is Layla. Here I am going to tell you about a website on the internet that I use regularly. The communicating with others on Telegram is very easy, so I choose that type of website. We can send mass media, that is to say, photos, videos, documents, and etc. choose as the people. I use it for sending messages, exchanging ideas, knowing the news, communicating with others. And I use it regularly. For my homeworks, that English podcasts, BBC Learning English, 6 Minutes English, Daily Science, and TED Talks, and etc. I use it for, I like exchanging ideas about it, and I like YouTube because we can see news, new videos on YouTube, and there are both of them are useful and harmful for all of people and for me. I use it regularly. I usually communicate with my relatives and friends, and I am used to using Telegram because it helps to talk with others, and it helps. It makes an easy our works once more. So I choose that types of websites. Thank you for your attention.
Now I'm going to talk about website I use regularly. I have used a lot of websites, but I should say one, and that is YouTube. I choose it because YouTube is a so cool and so comfortable site to watch videos, and I prefer. I use it for 2 reasons, and they are my education and my entertainment. I use educational more entertainment because I should prepare, but my entertainment is like education because I watch a lot of exciting English videos or car explainings and others, and I love this YouTube. YouTube has a good sides. I just say it's very comfortable to watch videos and others, but it has only one bad thing, and this is internet. Maybe your internet bad, you will have a big problem. If your internet will good, there is no problem.
I choose it because YouTube is I just say cool, and I prefer this site than others, and I respect when I enter this site. I relax and I choose it. Thank you.
Muhabbat bağındağı sayragan bülbül edim. Sol bakağı kızıl güllerdim. Saylaganım seni. Sayrayın bülbül boğum. Canıma sünkelgendi. Sağınarsam kızım kulağım. Canım karatoya almarım. Varamadım kasına. Varamadım. Doyamadım. Canım karatoya almarım. Dermanıp karap durgan gözlerini sağındım. Süydüm seni canım değil, sözlerini sağındım. Varamadım kasına, varamadım. Doyamadım yüzeye canım, karatoya almadım. Ey varamadım kasına, varamadım. Doyamadım yüzüne canım, karatoya almadım.
Right on. Now this is the last part of our wonderful trip to Khiva. I think all of our peoples had a very good time during the visit. They had interesting games, they had interesting activities, they talked to each other, they talked to other country peoples, and they had a good debate. All in all, this was a very wonderful trip. Thank you for your attention.
Go, go, go.